Hi, we are now live. I was looking earlier for questions. We didn't have any major questions on revision rhinoplasty. Anyways, the topic today is on revision rhinoplasty. I'm going to just bring this down a little bit. So it's Tuesday, May 31st, end of May. Are you broadcasting there? Okay. So we're live on Periscope and live on YouTube. I'm saying hi to my followers out there. This is our social media list. Again, I want to kind of just show it every time, just so you know all of my channels. There's Periscope. We have our website, Instagram, YouTube now, YouTube live channel, Facebook, and Twitter, and working on possibly doing Snapchat as well. So today's topic is about revision rhinoplasty, what you should know about revision rhinoplasty being done by a plastic surgeon, facial plastic surgeon, or otolaryngologist. So what is revision rhinoplasty? I think you hear that term and you're like, okay, well, what does that mean? It's a revision nose job. And so this is when a revision nose job is done after a primary rhinoplasty. That's the term for the first time a nose job is done on a new nose where there's no surgery has been completed on it. It's called a primary rhinoplasty. When it's a secondary or revision rhinoplasty, it's done for purposes of fixing anything that's shown up after the first surgery. And so now you're going to ask me probably, how often do we have to do revision rhinoplasty cases? Every surgeon has their own rate. If you look in the literature, just across the board at all surgeons, the range is actually pretty wide. It goes from 5% to 15%, and it really depends on technical expertise and experience. It does require lots of, this is probably the hardest surgery to get completely right. So better choose your surgeon wisely. Make sure that you've checked their credentials. You've also checked their work, reviewed their reviews, talked to some of their patients. This is something that people forget all the time. They just want to look at the before and after photos. Of course, we're going to put our best work up on the internet, our best work in our before and after gallery. So you also want to look for ones where it's not completely perfect, where there were some areas where it was asymmetric, and talk to patients. So you want to get their response, their experience from the surgery. That being said, I will tell you that my rate is roughly anywhere from 6 to 10%. So that's 1 in 10 versus 1 in 20 patients who will need a revision surgery. So that sounds like it's high. It's actually the highest of any of the surgeries that I perform or any of the surgeries that all plastic surgeons perform across the board. So revision rhinoplasty, why is that percentage so high? Because it's so hard to get a completely symmetric looking nose. That nose is right in the center of the face, and a few millimeters of difference, 1 millimeter of difference, will make a difference in the nostril shape on the two sides. And so that is quite obvious because it's in the center of the face. So I will tell you what are the hardest things to fix in my experience and what are the easiest. In my practice, I probably do about 20 to 30% of cases that are revision cases, meaning these are works from other surgeons that have the surgery may have not gone completely perfect and the patient has reasonable expectations for surgery. I do screen my patients, and not all patients do I recommend that they have a revision nose surgery. They may be more beneficial. They may be a better candidate to getting non-surgical options like fillers to correct some minor problems or nostril shape, asymmetry. Let me tell you what's the most common reason why I would do a revision rhinoplasty, and that is if the hump, sometimes when a hump is taken down, either too much or too little was taken down. So it leaves a residual bump, or too much was taken down, and now we have some complications such as what's termed an inverted V deformity is one, where this area is very collapsed and narrow. The second reason I might do a revision rhinoplasty more commonly is because of tip asymmetry. So the tip is not completely perfect, and now you've gotten nostril asymmetry as well. The nostrils are very hard to fix in terms of any asymmetry. So I often will tell my patients going in, if they decide they want to undergo revision surgery and I think I can complete it, I will tell them they have to temper their expectations. Don't expect anything to be perfect. It will not be a perfect nose. It will be a better nose, but it will not be perfect. And only God can create a perfect face. So I am not going to say that I am above anything that nature has created. So that being said, I will tell you, most of my patients are very happy with revision surgery, and that all comes from picking and choosing the right cases. So we cannot do revision on every patient, and I'm going to leave that for another topic. I'll talk more about revision rhinoplasty in another video, and I'll go over a little bit more detail about other surgery nuances, little steps of revision rhinoplasty that I do. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. If you have questions about this topic, please leave comments on the YouTube channel. Also leave comments on the Periscope, and I'll be happy to answer them later. Okay. Thank you very much.